I want to get started. And first of all, welcome to all of you for this session on which is part of Youth Ideathon and which is for Principle of Innovation. So very quickly, I can see Tanuja ma'am. Tanuja ma'am, good morning. Right. So friends, I want to start sharing my screen, and we're also recording this session, which we will also share. But for all the questions, it would be a great that we participate and we also see what's there in store. I hope I'm audible to all. I'm doing this session from Bluebell School in New Delhi, and uh, so so formally a warm welcome to all of you. This is from Youth Ideathon, and I'm Sanjeev Shivesh from Think Startup. Youth Ideathon is being brought to all of us in collaboration with CBSE, Management Entrepreneurship Professional Skill Council, Bajaj Allianz, and Container Corporation of India Limited. And this is in the third edition, and in the third edition, we have incorporated few new things, and that's something that I really wanted to talk about. All the details of Youth Ideathon is available at the website www.youthideathon.in. You can, a lot of schools have already registered, and uh, the motto of Youth Ideathon this year is I Startup, a Good Thing for India. So last year, for the last 2 years, we had a motto which was Mera Idea Jo Badal De Bharat. And this year, the motto is I Startup, a Good Thing for India. And the key difference is this word. The key difference is this word. We really want to encourage ideas which can be taken to a startup mode. So to all of you who are signing up and who are listening to this, the difference between last year's Youth Ideathon and this year's Youth Ideathon is the focus on things which can be started up, right? So all ideas are great. We still welcome all ideas, but the focus is going to be on ideas which can be started up. So the motto is I Startup, a Good Thing for India, and I formally welcome all of you. Now, why do we run Youth Ideathon? And all of you will realize that the best energy which is available is amongst youth, and even amongst youth, it is grade 8, grade 9, and at 10 something happens. Grade 10 something happens. We push everyone into the board mode, and for the next 3 years, there's a transition period in the personality. But we really want to believe that if students can dream big, why not unleash that energy in encouraging the maker spirit? So the key word here is maker spirit, and we really want to 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 work with all the educators, everyone who's part of the education ecosystem here, to harness, to develop and harness that maker spirit. The second reason why here is that we are very keen to develop an ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship in schools. So while this ecosystem is present in higher education, this ecosystem is at its infancy in schools. So a good work has been done by Atal incubation centers, Atal tinkering labs, and we really want to now unleash that energy into a spirit of a maker. So a maker, dreamer, maker, doer, and builder of startups. So startup is something which drives the world. And for this thing to succeed, we really want to work with schools in developing innovation and entrepreneurship and etc. inside school. So whatever is needed, we are keen to. We are all very keen to unleash that part. Now, just to talk about Youth Ideathon in numbers. Okay. Just to talk about YouthIdeathon in numbers, last year, the second edition, we had 95,000 school students participate. We worked with you, all of you, and we were able to train 12,000 teachers on 3 or 4 topics, and we are still going ahead with the same agenda this year. We had 8,000 school participation, and there were awards for 4,000 4,000 students. About 1,000 teachers, they received, some form of award, uh, right? So some recognition, and we really want to take that the work which got started. We really want to take that piece of work a little further. So, friends, this is uh, why we are here. Uh, what we really know is that there are thousands of people in school ecosystem, and most of them are hidden somewhere, right? And that is something which really perplexes me. uh, and they are hidden just because the system has not created sufficient incentives. So they are hidden, working behind the scenes, unbeknownst to the education system. And we have to really identify all those people and bring them into limelight, right? So these are the people who are working with the dreamers. They are working with the builders. They are working with the makers. They are working with uh, with the mavericks who are inside schools. And uh,
For me,
right, so they are working all across with all of you, and we really want your support to really bring them out of that shell. In fact, in the last 2 years, we have been able to, as I said, we have been able to identify about 1,000 educators in India, and we really want to take that movement forward. So this is a picture of teachers and mentors at Youth Ideathon 2022 finale, which happened at IIT Delhi. And they are with who's and who. So there are people from Niti Aayog, there are people from CBSE, from Atal Innovation Mission, Ministry of Education, MEPSC, and everyone. And we really wanted to have this congregation where we can work with all of you and take this whole spirit forward. And uh, I don't know, many of you will not recognize this person, but he was a school teacher at Vidya Gyan School, and his protege had stood first in the Youth Ideathon first edition. And now Pramod Reddy has gone on to build his own startup. So that's the nature of the movement. Somewhere here, I'm standing here, and we have all the teachers who are here from multiple places all across India, from Jammu to Chennai, Trivandrum, everywhere. So just to build that spirit, what got started, uh, we have we deliberated, and at CBSE and at MEPSC, so Management Entrepreneurship Sectors Council, they are under Ministry of Skill Development, and all of us work together, and we conceptualize this whole thing called principle of innovation. And this principle of innovation is something that we really wanted to recognize. So when I'm saying that there are people who are hidden in this big ecosystem of education, there are leaders who are also slowly building this muscle of innovation and entrepreneurship in schools. And in my own deliberation with number of principles, I have been able to see, and we really thought that instead of keeping this thing limited to what I know personally, to make it open process, we really said that we should have something called Principle of Innovation Award, and the endeavor is to make it the most prestigious award for innovation. Now, what this award entails, we are actually looking for school principals who are building a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in schools. So this is all about identifying, knowing, working, capturing all the success stories, capturing all the nice efforts and work that is being done by school leaders who are striving to build a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in schools. Now, it's not easy. right? And why it is not easy? Because it is not maths, it is not science, it is not humanities. It is entrepreneurship and innovation is is. May I request you to keep your mics on mute if possible? Yeah. So entrepreneurship is a horizontal skill which cuts across multiple disciplines. It's an interdisciplinary subject, and that is why it has complications, and that is why it requires great impetus from school leaders to build this culture. It cannot be done in one go. It's a slow build up, and we really want to work. We really want to identify all the nice work which is being done, and then take this work out to the larger school community for everyone to know how uh, their friends, their colleagues, their peers are doing, and then what are the learnings, and then we can take that learning into application mode. So in the school of in the Principle of Innovation Award, which is there on the Youth Ideathon website, and I'm going to show you, there are four essential building blocks, or four essential parts that we are trying to look. There are four lenses through which we are looking at the work which is being done in schools. The first lens is we are looking at the three best initiatives that you as a principal would have taken inside your school, and we really want to know. And there is a committee of experts, and this committee of experts are coming from there's professor of ISB, there's professor of IM Bangalore, and professor of IIT Delhi. And then there are few CEOs who will be looking at whatever you are writing, right? So we have built a small team of 6 people who are going to review everything that you write and then assess. And it's a very qualitative assessment. That's the first thing, right? And on that qualitative assessment, we are going to make a short list. So the first building block is we are going to look at the 3 best initiatives that the school leader has undertaken in building a culture of innovation. Now, innovation is not equal to startups. Innovation is not equal to entrepreneurship. Not all innovation will turn into entrepreneurship. So we may I request friends to go on mute for a while. Yeah. So so uh, the first building block is this. The second building block of assessing the culture of innovation is we are looking at 3 initiatives that you might have undertaken to build a culture of startup. So for the last, you all know, right? So 15 January 2016, Government of India launched Startup India initiative. And when Government of India launched, then various state governments also today, almost all state governments today, they have a startup policy. Now, is that startup policy going to be limited to grown-ups, or we are really want to bring it to the school level, right? So we are actually looking at, and I know from my interaction with few school principals, right? There's someone sitting in Indore who is doing wonderful work. There is someone sitting in in Surat who is doing a great work. There's someone sitting in Hyderabad who is doing great work, right? So we are actually looking at what initiatives as school leader we are undertaking to build a culture of startup inside schools, right? And this is completely a leadership interest, right? So if I'm a school leader, I'm interested in doing this, then I undertake this. Now, I also know that schools are complicated. They have multiple goals in society to be addressed, but these are the new ambitions of society in 21st century. So the second thread that we are going to look at is the 3 best initiatives that you have undertaken to build culture of startups. The third thing that we are going to look at it is a long-term muscle building for the cause of innovation and entrepreneurship in school. So what specific initiatives have you undertaken to develop faculty? right? And for example, I know of some school in Delhi, in Dwarka, who's focusing on a comprehensive build-up of of uh, uh, entrepreneurship in all the subjects. So whether it's chemistry or history or languages, teachers are being trained to build that muscle of entrepreneurship in all the subjects. So we are looking at th for us, we also seeing this as a huge learning opportunity, right? This learning opportunity is going to be shared by one and all. So we are actually looking at what efforts have you taken build build the faculty, prepare the faculty for the cause of innovation and entrepreneurship. And the fourth building block is, okay, whatever you have done in the past is great. What is your action plan for the next 12 months? So all these four things, there are certain questions, there are 6 or 7 questions related to these building blocks, because one part of it is the qualitative question, and then we're also looking at some numerics, that is in terms of pure number, what you have been able to achieve. So this is about School of
इनको
Innovation
ये
Award.
मैसेज पे मैसेज जब डाल रहे हैं इनको डालने दीजिए.
This is about School of Innovation Award, and this is available on the Youth Ideathon website. If you go to the Youth Ideathon website, and you will find on the right hand side Principle of Innovation, and when you click here, then the pro forma, the questions open up to all the participants who are attending this. We will also share this in the form of an email to you. And many of you have already registered, right? But if some of you have not yet registered, you can take advantage of this. The last date to submit for Principle of Innovation Award, your mandate to submit for Principle of Innovation Award is 16th October. Now, in terms of the key dates that we have, the first is the first stage, submit your application on the Youth Ideathon portal, and the last date is 16th October, because this is a qualitative assessment and many people are going to review this. So whatever you write, it is being shared with this committee of 6 people, and then they review your application. It will take about 15 days for everyone to review the application, and then we prepare we prepare a shortlist, and then we are going to have from that shortlist principals interaction, because there may be some points of clarification that we might want to have. So that principal interaction, again, it will be a committee-based principal interaction. So just to validate, to understand your ambitions, and also to cross-validate some of the work that you have done, and then finally, this is the award stage, and awards will be given on the date for distribution of award is finalized, which is 19th November. So between 16th November and 19th November, all these things will happen. It will be at the grand finale of Youth Ideathon. The awards will be distributed. There will be regional winners and there will be national winners. So this is about this is completely about the Principle of Innovation Award. If you have any question, I'm really open to take all the questions. I am going to unshare my screen and we can have interaction. If anyone has question, if you raise the hand, then it would be easier for me to take the questions. So I'm really open to take the questions. Anyone can go. Yes, Nikhil Sharma.
Sir, actually, sir, you told that for 3 best initiative from the school, that there will be a team of experts that will be visited, and they will be, you can say, seeing all they can say records to what we have done for that. And
they
for
will
the start,
interact with the, they will, I'm not saying they will be seeing the record as in auditing the record. I don't think,
okay,
right? But they're going to interact with principal to understand the goals,
Okay.
ambitions, and the work.
And same for the startups also, that they will be, you can say,
Yeah. So all the things that you fill in the pro forma, it's a comprehensive discussion around that.
okay.
Right. So there are 6 questions. In fact, there are 12 questions. There are 6 qualitative questions, and there would be about 6, 7 very quantified numeric, data-driven numbers that we are looking at. Right.
Okay.
So there could be about 10, 12, 15 questions out there.
Thank you, sir.
Makes sense, Nikhil? Which school are you joining from?
From BCM School, Ludhiana. BCM RS School, Ludhiana.
Got it. Got it. Yes. Any other questions from anyone?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Renu ma'am.
Am I audible? So I'm just talking from St. Teresa School, Indrapuram, Ghaziabad,
Yes,
UP.
ma'am. Yes, we have
Sir,
received
we have
it,
inquiry. Just our school is very new to ATL. Like around 1.5 year back, we have established our ATL lab.
Yeah.
And we have nominated for Principal Innovation Award.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the past experience in the form field would be nil because we are new in ATL. But yes, the roadmap is already being conveyed in the form submitted. Just have an query that will it be considered or will it have a marking shortlisting or something depending on the past work done? Because we are new ATL, no past ATL is there.
See, it is not just ATL which matters, right? It is the comprehensive effort. And I think it's a great question actually you're asking, right? So we are not just looking at ATL is one of the building blocks for building a culture, right? But I also know schools who don't have ATL and they have got a great culture, right? So you really have to think through and look at what all efforts you have made in the last maybe 12, 15 months. What all has happened? How has students been encouraged, mobilized to do something entrepreneurial, something innovative? It's not, so ATL is one of the things, right? And I also see some problem in the ATL framework. It's very curriculum oriented, whereas we are talking of a thing which has no limits, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
how are you going to really, how is school really encouraging a limitless kind of work within the framework, right? And I think, and I'm aware of few schools, right? I don't know all the schools, right? But I'm aware of few schools who's doing outstanding work, right? And I've also seen number of schools who have got ATLs and none of the things have, everything is shrink wrapped in all the things which have come in ATL, right? So that's not the hallmark of evaluation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else who has question?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, Harmeet.
Yes, sir. Harmeet Kaur from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kanpur Dehat.
Yes, madam.
Sir, what is the tentative date of interaction with the principal, sir? And how do we know that our school principal is selected for the award? The 2 questions.
So first, second question, can you repeat again?
That how do we know that our school principal is selected for the
We will call
award?
you. We will call
Okay,
you.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
We'll
And
give you. We'll
what
give
is
you
the-
sufficient. We'll give you sufficient. So the first part. First of all, when will be the interaction?
Yes, sir.
16th September is when all this part of the portal will close. Right. 16th October. We will
October.
take about 15 days to do because it's a very qualitative evaluation, 6 people. So that evaluation will be complete around 31st October. So tentatively between 1st and 9th November, 10th November, this interaction will happen. And we will give you sufficient time. We'll come. No, we have your number, Harmeet. Your school has done phenomenal participation and is doing phenomenal participation again, right? So we will interact with you. We have your numbers. We have your contact details. We are going to call you up and then discuss.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Excuse me,
Thank you.
sir.
Yeah, I will
Excuse me,
first
sir.
go to Galaxy M31. If you can tell your name and then also ask your question.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Akanksha and I'm talking from Chotugram Public School. It's in Baktawarpur.
Got it. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I wanted to inquire, first time we are registering for this. So I wanted to inquire that you have mentioned 3 best initiatives taken in school. So I want to
Yes.
know that. So I want to know that maximum 3 initiatives we have to mention in that portal, or we can mention any one.
Maximum 3, right? And I have reviewed some of the applications. Some schools have also mentioned 7. Okay. Now, we are actually looking at, listing 7. We are actually, so 3 in innovation, 3 in entrepreneurship. There are 6 big initiatives. Then you have to back it up with number of numbers, data, etc., etc. So it's some sort of thought through work which we are looking at. If you don't back it up with some detail, then it's going to be, it's hard for I'm thinking from evaluation committee's mind, right? It's hard for them to really make sense of statements. So we really thought through when we were putting up this pro forma, and we said that, listen, let school talk to us about their 3 best initiatives, right? And there's a huge amount of learning which is going to there.
Something you will share, just watch the program.
No,
so-
sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir, but I just wanted to inquire that we can mention n number of initiatives or the best
Limited
3
to 3.
initiatives.
Best 3.
All right. Means quantity is limited to 3.
3
Right.
best initiatives in innovation, 3 best initiatives around startups and entrepreneurship.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Can I ask, can Lakshmi Negi ask her question?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. This is Lakshmi Negi from Shipdale School, Chelsea.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, madam.
How do you do it? Actually, I just want to ask that all the building blocks you have talked about, right? We have to specify all the building blocks, and then we will have the questions of quantitative and qualitative, just as you have
If
said.
you go to the, if you really log into the register for principle of innovation thing, all those questions are actually listed, right? So I explained in terms of my PPT, there are 4 building blocks, but there are 6 or 7 questions. And then there are about another 7, 8 quantitative backed up numbers that we are looking at.
Okay,
Everything.
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Shweta Dhawan.
Sir, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm from Balbharti Public School, Rohini. And
Yes,
my question is that we've already filled in this form that you're talking about. I thought that we have got an intimation for this meeting only after the receipt of the form. Do we have to fill in the form again?
No. If you have filled the form, I think it's best. If you think that after this briefing session, you can improvise your form, you still have a chance to improvise your form, we will take it up.
Okay, so is this a Google form where we can edit our details?
No, it's not a Google form. You'll have to refill in. But whatever you have filled in, if you drop in a message, I'll share it back with you.
Okay, sir. I thought that the last date was the last month. So, I
So
mean,
earlier
we
it
had
was
already.
there, but what happened, I'll tell you, Shweta. The official YouthIdeathon got launched on 6th October, right? So we are hoping that it will get launched on 20th September. So that's how this shift in dates.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Alka Mohanty, your question.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Sorry, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good
Sir,
afternoon.
again, I wanted a small query from your end, sir. Where do we need to exactly fill it up? Do you have any particular link
Okay,
for
I'll
this?
just show on the website. So just give me a second.
Okay, sir.
I will to the where am I? Just give me a second. There
Yes,
are 2
sir.
things open on my. So I'm just showing on the screen
Yes, sir. Yes.
on the website, right? So if I go to Youth Ideathon website, right? So if you go here, you
Yes,
can
sir.
see Principle of Innovation Award. Can you see this Principle of Innovation
Yes, sir.
Award?
Yes, sir.
So you just click here, and then the whole form opens, right? So it has all the details that you need to fill in.
Sir, what if I have already registered that in the previous registration? Do I need to re-register it once again?
Have you registered for Principle of Innovation previously?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then you don't need to.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Manoj sir, great to see you. Your question.
Good afternoon, sir. Same question. Actually, sir, we had sent the build form on 30th, if I remember correctly. So do we need to resend or it is done,
You
sir?
don't need to. You don't need to. If you really want to, after this call, if you really want to think that you can improvise, and we can take it. I can share
No,
back.
sir,
Yeah.
that is not required. We had done the needful, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, Manoj. Anyone else, if you have question? Okay, friends. So,
Good afternoon, sir.
yes, please ask.
Sir, Agrawal from Any Vicent School, Indore. Actually, sir, we have already submitted the form.
Which
But
school?
we have... Sorry. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, we have already submitted the application, but we have not received any confirmation on mail or by message. So, how can we confirm whether it is submitted or not?
Okay. Let me.
Submitted this on somewhere 4th of October.
Okay, listen, what I'm going to do is to all the schools which have submitted, we will send a message to them by end of day today, or maybe early tomorrow morning, right? We'll send a
Excuse me,
message
sir.
that- Yes.
Excuse me, sir. This said Shilpa from NK Bagrudia Global School in New Delhi, Dwarka. Sir,
Yes.
once we have registered the form, the portal says that you have successfully registered for the Principle of Innovation Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that will be the proof for the registration, right?
Yeah, we will also send a message, ma'am. I think just to close the loop, it would be nice if we send the message that we have received. It would be easier.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Mr.
Good afternoon,
Rajshekhar?
sir. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
This is Rajshekhar from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, Rajshekhar.
Sir, I have a question. Can one child send multiple number of ideas?
So that's for the other session, but I'm answering, yeah, one child can send multiple ideas.
Okay, fine.
This session, we are
So
limited
what
to principle of innovation.
And what about mentors, sir? Should one mentor should be a particular child or only one mentor for one school?
Rajshekhar ji, this question is for a 4:30 session. Right now, I really want to focus on principle of innovation. If there's any question on
I may not be at that time, sir. I may not available at that time.
We will share the recording link because I really want to.
Fine.
I don't want to lose focus on the agenda.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question on principle of innovation? Because I am really looking at answering all your questions or doubts at whatever you might have to answer all those questions. Okay. So great to see all of you, and we will send the acknowledgement to all the principals from whom we have received of innovation.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yes.
I need to ask a question. If we are attending this session now, are we supposed to attend it at 4:30 also?
That's a separate, the agenda for 4:30 is separate. It is on how to get good ideas. And so it's completely for mentors on how to work with students, right? So we have a very nice speaker today, Ankur Raval, IIT Bombay, CEW. He's been mentor for, and he's mentored 10 teams. So he's going to be taking that session. And then
we'll be receiving the link also for that. We haven't received yet.
you're part of the Zoom WhatsApp group. It's already there, but
yeah.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? Yes, Mr. Bijwe. Anyone who wants to ask any question?
Yes, good afternoon, sir. This is Nidhi from Shivalik Public School, Chandigarh. Sir, basically, I also wanted to ask, I'm also not part of any group that you were talking about. So I was also concerned about that link only that ma'am was asking for the meeting today at 4:30. For this meeting also, I received the same individually from your side.
Nidhi, in the chat, Vandana, if you can put the WhatsApp group, it would be easier. So in the chat right now, my colleague is putting a WhatsApp group, which is there for educators. You can click and join.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any other question?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, we're from Samskriti Global School.
Yes, yes, madam.
Actually, we have registered an idea and we want to change that idea. Can we do like that?
I'm not going to answer it here. This is for principle of innovation. If you have question on principle of innovation, I'll answer right now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else who wants to ask question? Let's focus on principle of innovation. This is long-term work, building a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in schools. Okay, friends, I think I'm done. I can see a lot of people who I know, who interacted with. We really look for your support in Youth Ideathon, and we really, want that we profile the great work that you're doing. Out of this principle of innovation, we are going to get a very rich qualitative data, which we are going to share with all the participants who are participating in principle of innovation. So it also creates a lot of actionable knowledge base for all of us, and that's how this whole movement of entrepreneurship and innovation in schools is going to grow. Thank you for your participation. Look forward to meeting you soon again. Thanks very much. With this, I am closing the session.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a good
Thank you,
day.
sir.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Really very helpful for us.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.